What's up, blockchain crypto kids? It's Mitch, Crypto Music. Just want to come at you with a quick little video for you and just talk about a little bit what's going on, try to get a little bit caught up. So here we are, we're at Daisy. Daisy's going just fine. Daisy is definitely a long-term play, and depending on who you are, you may, where you're from and what you're used to, you may think this thing pays out like a dream. Other people think it's extremely lackluster. Depends on where you're at. We are basically at a 38.8% increase into the balance that went into the trading fund. And that's where that is. Been doing this whole number. Remember, these guys are like whale followers, right? So basically what you're looking for is full-on trends, and until there's a trend, they're generally sitting on the sidelines, but waiting to join the trend. And Anna is definitely Anna Becker, who is the founder of Indotech, who is the trading arm of Daisy, or doing the trading for the Daisy community and the Daisy platform. She's been releasing regular trading updates. I did put that video on my channel, so please have a look at it. It will explain a lot deeper detail what's going on there. Now, I'm pretty bullish on the first IDO that's launching from Daisy, right? So Daisy, the backbone is basically Indotech and the trading. But anyway, Indotech is the trading arm. Anna is the CEO of that company that does that. So outside of that, they have an IDO platform, and they have their own token called the Daisy token. And the Daisy token has nothing to do with your payouts. All that is used for is staking and getting into the IDO side of things, which basically means they're launching other projects. Now, I'm pretty bullish on the first project they're going to launch, this blockchain phone. It's pretty neat. It's called like Meta Zero, meaning that they don't hold on to any of your metadata and all this good stuff. And I think there is a lot of bullish cases behind blockchain phones, uber privacy, all that good stuff. Daisy, where we're at right now, the pre-sale is over, but they are launching their coin or their token on other IDO platforms. And the one that we just got a partnership with is this one here. It's called Yellow Road, and they're basically an IDO platform on the Binance Smart Chain, and they launch, Binance projects. And so Daisy will be performing an IDO here, and I believe they're starting all that at like $2 a coin or something like that. So we should get some people in there and just let this thing keep pumping. And for me, Daisy's a long-term play. I bought as many Daisy tokens as I could in the cheaper rounds, all with the idea of staking them all for a future residual passive income. I still have the 6,000 in the trading account over here, or I put in 6,000. You actually get 3,150 into the trading account. The rest goes into the whole crowdfund thing to get this, to do all the other stuff that goes along with this, including crowdfunding the Indotech project, which they're supposed to get these algorithms that they use for this trading fully pumping, and we should see a lot more rewards. Like I said, long-term play. So there's all that. Let's move on from there. We're going to go take a look at Bitsgap. Bitsgap, right now, I have most of my stuff pumping out in either Tron or KCS. And I got a couple bots pumping out ETH. I have this Tell ETH bot going. It's been going just fine. Utilizing the trailing down. The trailing down is still glitchy. For some people, it's working just fine. They're like, what do you mean? It's just so great. And for other people, it's like, hey, it's glitchy. It turns on and off. And other people have a lot more, there's like a whole controversy going on in the Telegram group over on Bitsgap about the whole thing and the math behind it. But, it's new. They're working it out. So my recommendation is wait a couple weeks if you don't want to be part of like a test group. But other than that, you're a big, giant experimental test group. Reminds me of some other things going on. But yeah, look, I'm using the trailing down here, and hopefully it will, it's kind of been working off and on. But the bot's been working great. So like I said, I have most things paying out in KCS. I have a .KCS bot, a .KCS, Link KCS, TRX, BNB, GRT, Atom, ADA, Luna, and that's it. I have all those trading against KCS, pumping out KCS. And right now I have in here, I have 3.7 KCS. So, and it fluctuates. I've had that, it was up to like 10 to 15 the other day, but I also have my, or excuse me, earlier today, but I also have my fees being paid out of there. So looks like one of my bots definitely gobbled up some of that KCS, but you know, put it to work. That's what it's there for. But what I've been doing is I take my KCS and I send it over to 2 different farms that are, you know, the 2 biggest farms, new farms on the KuCoin smart chain, right? So there's KuSwap and there's Kudex. Those are your 2 biggest ones, the, you know, the ones that are like really competing to be the pancake swap of the KuCoin chain, right? And I'm extremely bullish on the KuCoin chain. There's a lot of stuff being developed here. There's also Cafe Swap or whatever, but they're quite a bit a ways behind KuSwap and Kudex. But on the Cafe Swap, you can get the you can farm both of these coins there. But I'd rather just stick with the native platforms. And we've had some different upgrades, like the main page on KuCoin here, or on KuSwap. They updated that. Upgraded that. It looks really nice. We got 566% in the KCS KUS LP pool. That's pretty great. And 198.93% APR in the KCS USDT. And I like getting in these type of pools because you don't have to worry too much about, you know, any impermanent loss, to where anything that's paired in the KUS, you know, you obviously have a great risk of impermanent loss, which basically means that, you know, you have way more of the one coin than the other because the price of one tanked or whatnot, right? So different things they got going on. These guys have a new pool where it auto compounds every so like all the time, and it really pumps the let's go over the pools and look at it. Farms, Ku drops, Ku pool, and it really ups your percentages, right? So like you have this one here that auto, where's the auto compound pool pays out at 515% versus the regular APR pool paying out at 91.9%. So huge difference. And I do have some here in the APY pool and the auto compound. And this was actually up a lot higher. So you'd have to think that, you know, someone dumped into this pretty heavily. And nothing wrong with that. We like to see that. Heading over to Kudex. Kudex's yields are a little bit higher. They're the slightly less popular of the 2 farms, but probably my favorite of the 2. I do like them both, but this one it's more usable. It shows everything in the farms. It's like all this information here. I like all that. I like all the you just can see like the individual, like how much dollar wise you have in there, how much KCS wise you have in there, how much you deposit, you know, just all of it. It's just laid out very, very nice. And but they're both very good farms, and you know, I'm trying to get over here early, stopping at Kudex first. They're both getting CertiK audits. So it was just Kudex getting a CertiK audit, but now KuSwap also announced that they will be doing a CertiK audit as well. So other updates we've had. As Kudex moves into a new phase, we have lowered the transfer rate on the Kudex CUD token from 5% to 2%, and they burn a lot. 20% to 50% of the transfer tax is now directly burned. Some of the deposit fees on farms and pools have also been lowered. Check it out at Kudex. And yeah, it's this is the cafe listing that I said is the other one that you could farm, you know, the other really good farm on KCS. They both have native charts now, so you get your own charts, TradingView charts on I think they're at both TradingView. You can now trade Chino there, and I'd say that as far as the innovation, now we do got some other good stuff that had happened with Kudex a couple weeks ago, but this past week I'd say KuSwap Finance has definitely got the edge on the innovation. They now have their own CertiK audit going. They have the new charts page. They have, it's just the auto compounding pool, which is pretty neat. They got a shout out from these Crypto R Us guys, not my favorite YouTuber in the world. And here was where we got the audit from them. So audit in progress, thanks to the wonderful guys at Certic.io. So that's something that just happened. And then these guys at KuSwap have an upcoming IDO called KuAcorn, which is basically kind of like KuTools. It's a whole bunch of tools and stuff to like take a, to see things on the blockchain for. They got a lot going on, but not super bullish on that. But, it may be something. I might farm it. Kind of a get in, get out type of thing. But, yeah, I like things that are giving yield or that are more. But DeFi tools, you need tools too, right? So it could be something. But it's cool that they are launching the IDO, and getting into the IDOs is generally the best way to get, the coins at the absolute cheapest. So I've been taking my money from Bitsgap. All of the money I have in these farms is complete profits from Bitsgap trading bots, and I've just been loading them in here. And as you can see, I've got 433 I can harvest here, and this is what they're saying, no fees here. I think I'm going to get into this one here, this BNB KCS, because I'm not worried about either one of those slipping. And man, 296% right now. That's pretty damn tasty. I'm liking that. It's not as degen as these, KUD, BUSD. I'm in that one, and it's earning 1,000%. Boom. But you got a large chance of getting impermanent loss from CUD, right? But say you were just going to come over here and buy KUD. To me, it's better to just take whatever you were going to spend on KUD and spend half of that on BNB or on KCS and get into one of these farms, because as the price moves, as it tanks, as it whatever, it doesn't matter. You're still just pumping out tokens, and then as if the price goes down from wherever you're at, the wait for it to come up is not so long because you're getting all these payments, right? So it doesn't have to come all the way back up to where it was for you to be into some serious profits when you're getting pumped out of 863% APR. Now that's going to go down over time, but that's what it is right now, and it sure does help. So let's head over to the front page here, and so like 743, that's about what I have into this platform, but everything went down and it's now springing back up, and I originally came in at like 3 cents, so now I'm completely solid 7, that's about what I put in, maybe a little less, and now the price is only at 2 cents because I farmed so much. So if this gets back to 3 cents where it was, I'm gonna be in some pretty serious profit if I get a huge boost from that, which I think is going to happen on both of these coins in the next few months. Then I'll be sitting way pretty, because I'll still be pumping these out in the meantime. And so let's just harvest all these, grab them all up. It's nice and simple. MetaMask says, "Do you sure you want to take all this?" And it goes to each farm, right? So I have 3 different farms and 1 pool, and it just grabbed all those. And so we just harvested 798, and we're gonna go throw it into the pool. Thanks, Brave. Okay, so we're gonna go into this pool here. It's only 284%. I'm gonna max that out. I want to get 1,000, 10,000 coins in here at least before I start putting them into something else. Confirm. But as of now, I'm getting this up to 10,000, so that will get me close to 9,000 there. So not bad, not bad. And I just keep harvesting these and farming the hell out of them. There we go. 9,470. I've also been farming over at over here at Moonstakes. Been working just fine. The APR is a little low, 72.9%, but it just pays out. I do have $13 that I could harvest here, but it's it's in there, it's pumping away, and just gonna let it sit there for a little bit and collect some earnings. But Moonstake is going pretty damn well, and I like it. It's working just fine. My favorite new platform that I am loading the hell out of is Venturi. This is the greatest thing on the greatest contract on the Tron blockchain by far, and in my opinion, the greatest contract out there. I mean, you got to give it up for Drip because it's paying everyone, and if we can get some serious crashes out of Drip, I might considering actually jumping on board there. But Venturi is just so cool. You come into the auctions, you add a little bit to the auction, and you get paid out Vent. And in that Vent, you can stake the Vent. After your stake is over, you can roll your stake into Vent Leak, which gives you 310% of at 1% a day. So pretty cool. I don't have anything in the auction right now. But I am going to be throwing a couple thousand in. I did get 3,500 in this auction. I added more in this auction. I sat out these two auctions that are in the 60s, but other than that, I've been in all of these auctions. And then I've staked the hell out of them. I joined the 365-day club, which means you have staked something for 365 days, which gives you the most per day per Vent. And I have staked over 1 million Vent, which puts me in like 2 elite clubs, right? I'm in the stake a million Vent club, and I'm in the 365 day club. But look at what these bastards have been paying. It's crazy. Look at this. This one, I am way in profit. I put 1,500 Tron in this. I started on day 13, and what are we at now? We're at like day 24, maybe 25. Does it say right up here? Let's go to auction. Day 23. So we were on day 23. Yeah, it's awesome. The 23rd day of this platform. So we are in super, super early doors. And look here, I have this one started on 23. So I'll start getting Tron from this one tomorrow. And this one I just staked 200K Vent, and I staked 108 million Vent here. I staked 231,000 Vent here and 110,000 Vent here. So this 231, that's the one that's for 365 days, which actually means I have 380 days left. This one that I did for 90 days, I have 103 days left, because there's a little bit of vesting period or lockup afterward. And you just got to sit through that 2 days at the beginning, some days at the end, and don't worry about it. That's just the way it is. Everyone has to go through it. So there's this one here, the million Vent. I have that one staked for 40 days, and so 61 more days until I can actually roll this one. This is the one I plan to roll an event link, and I will get a 1% drip on that. So I really want this one to pump out, and so I'm going to be staking as much as I can here, because the more that I stake, the bigger that this one is, right? So on the lower days on the platform, whenever the there's like the auctions low, I'm going to be piling into that because I want to keep those daily payments up. And the thing is, I won't be the only one doing that. I saw someone else just stake a million Vent. I see some other people who are making sure to bid on the low days. So right now, with it's been averaging about 50,000 Tron per day into the contract. Those divs are split up amongst the people, and as some of these mature and people roll in the Vent link, that's less Tron in the group, so that's less Vent in the stakes. That's more that you're getting. Of course, on the other side of that, you have more people putting in, and that spreads it out to where there's more people in there per the Tron going in. So the quicker you're in, the better you are off by far, and it is designed that way. We have basically the coolest devs and the coolest team, super out front, super solid. This is, like I said, this is the greatest platform in my opinion going right now. So I've been loading Hyperfund profits into here and also into Adviv. Adviv has been pumping out and paying quite well. Remember, we got that 1 point. This here, the 1% a day for till 140%. That has been cranking it, and it is sure nice having that extra money drop into my account every day. KuSwap is going well, still farming there. Right now I'm farming just UME. I have gotten it's getting close to, it's like probably 8.8% a day I've been getting here, which is pretty tasty. I've gotten quite a few UME, and I'm just farming UME here. I do plan to jump into a lot of the other pools, like as stakes expire over here at Venturi, I'll probably be loading a lot of that into UME. But I am currently buying a lot of Tron, and I'm loading that into both UME here, and I'm loading that into Venturi. I started to look at like Tronconomy, but it's like 10% to the devs. It's like, why would I bother when I got Venturi? Venturi is so much cooler. 95% of everything back to the stakers. I mean, you can't beat it. So yeah, I will be doing a lot more farming though over here on the UME pools. So like some of these I like to get into some of these, some of the higher payers. I'm probably more on this side. The TRX, these Lori ones are still pretty good. 971%. Can get yourself some serious Lumi and some serious Lori. The Lumi pool is at 213.99%. And these guys have a lot going on. That's why I take the webinars that they put out and I put them on my channel, because it is so much information. I couldn't possibly keep up with it all. But you have your standard, farming over here, where you do the same thing you do with everyone else, but with this chicken coop and all the different stuff going on and the IDOs, it's just a lot to take in. So that's why I post those on my channel. If you're interested in, farming on Tron, this is the place, and watching a couple of those will get you all caught up and up to speed. So Omega Digital also going quite well. I haven't got enough for I need to add a bigger package over here so I can start doing withdrawals and all that stuff, because I have such a little pile over here that coin that it's not enough to get the payouts in a timely manner. So I want to buy a much bigger package, because they've been making over 1% a day, 5 days a week. That's pretty damn great for pure Bitcoin. Back to Venturi, like I said, it's been paying so well, it's nuts. Like, if you figure up the math on it, it's this one here where I staked 1 million Vent, I've earned 1,000 Tron a day. I'm earning like $100 a day on that. It's pretty nutty. And the percentage wise, ROI'd in a week on both of these, and now they're just pure profit. Okay, this one hasn't ROI'd yet, and it's almost at a week. So damn. ROI in a week, the rest all profit. That's crazy. Sure, it will slow down. It's got to slow down a little bit, but it's crazy. Even if it gets down to where it's only we're not going to go over numbers, but the numbers are ridiculous here. CoinEx has been going quite well. My AMM account has just been pumping out. My best performing pair is the Katon pair, and some days down 14%, but some days up to 1,000%, and super bullish on Katon anyway. But yeah, some of the days have been low. Katon here 100%, that 100 AP, and these are APY, so a little bit lower than APR because the compounding is included. But man, some have been pretty great. Look at ZIL USDT, I got 125% that day. That's killer, man. So really doing quite well at CoinEx. Still have quite a bit over here, probably 14 grand in the AMM, just cranking out. Moonstake going well. Venturi, my favorite at the moment. Money making ads, fantastic. AdVive paying out so well, it's crazy. KuSwap, loving it. 8-bit, it's a slow payer, but it's just cranking away. Crystal Clear Funds is coming out with their own staking platform, much like Moonstake. It's actually going to be built by the same person who built Moonstake, but it will be on the Tron blockchain. I don't think it's going to be able to compare to KuSwap because they just got first mover advantage. They have so much going on, so I'm not 100% sure that I will be interested into it, but I like the lady running it. I don't think she could compare to our CEO over here at KuSwap, but she does a good job with her own platform and is very, very transparent. Bitsgap doing quite well. The signals are hitting, man. We're like 90% on the first level of those signals. If you want access to those signals, just join the Bitsgap. Join us on our Bitsgap team, and you get those signals for free. KuCoin, that's where you buy KCS. Hyperfund, my #1 payer, been doing quite well and things are going well, guys. And hope you got mad profits falling in your lap. Now, none of this is financial advice. Everything I talk about is risky. Don't get into anything if you are risk averse or any of that good stuff. The more scared money don't make money, all that good stuff. Talk to you guys on the next one, and I'm out.